Hey YouTube, let me show what's going on now. I ain't done a video in a while on my tractor, but we're working on a little bit slowly but surely. Let me show you what I'm doing here. We're adding a pump on the back of the tractor back here, on the very back. I hadn't got it yet. I'm trying to figure out a way to, this is my suction here. Of course I'm going to cut that off there, flush with that, and cut that washer off with that'll turn where I need it, that part there. But it'll have one of these nipples in there like this, will be into here. And I was thinking about taking my top of my, see I got the top of the transmission off. I was trying to figure out how to get this suction hose in there. It needs to be right there, exactly. That's not all the way to the bottom, but it don't like maybe about 1.5 inches. But it don't need to be on the bottom anyway. I'll have it up about that high. Then that 90 at the top will be cut off short and lead right over here to this fitting here. So that's where we at. So I got to take this cover here, braise that fitting in the top of it. What this pump here is going to do, this pump here is going to solely only operate my bucket up front. It'll be hooked to this control valve behind the seat here, which you barely see it in there. It'll be hooked to it. This is my pressure. This is my hydraulic line here. I'm going to try to get it up about 2,000 psi. We only got 600 psi pressure on these type of pumps here, and it's not dooley squat. It's girly. We want some manpower. We're gonna go from 600 psi to maybe about 2,000, 21, 22, something like that. I'm not gonna go higher than 22. That's all my hose is ready for. 22 psi, 2,200 psi. But anyway, that's where we at. If you never seen one of these transmissions, whoop, there it is. You see where I'm sticking the pipe right between down all that right there. And it'll stand up like that. Just like that. And this part, let me get it. This part right here, I got this at Home Depot. That was $9 for that stupid fitting. It's one of them sharp bite fittings. I took all the guts out of the sharp bite. It's made for a 3/4 pie. But whatever the hole needs going to be, that's going to be on top, just like that. And that'll run straight to that one, which that'll have a fitting on like that too. So I have a short hose running from here back over to my pump, to right there. And I think that's kind of how we're going to do it. What I done, I brazed this to the top and I primed it. You see what I brazed on the bottom there. It's bubble gum, but I checked. I put MEK in this pipe. Put my hand over that hole there. It didn't leak, so if it ain't gonna leak that thin MEK, it ain't gonna leak that thick oil. It ain't gonna leak no air. So that MEK is real thin. I think it ought to work. Alrighty, that's what it looks like. You see where it's going to connect that pipe there? Now that's what the suction line going to look like. That's going to be good right there. But this is just temporarily till I get out of the shop tonight. I got to take this back off. It wasn't that hard to get on there. Just leave this nut on loose where that could, but just to flop down and flip this end up and get it started, and pop it up and it goes on there. That's it right there. Party in the backyard. I hope this thing ain't hitting in there. Hope it ain't hitting. I'll run it and see what it does, then I can tell what modification I do to make it stop hitting. It could be hitting. Could be hitting the big gear or the little small gear. I don't know which one. We'll find out. This is what I done on top. I got my suction here, that one there. Then I got my turn here, on top of the transmission. We're gonna put this joker on. I had my differential hitting right there, so I beat it in with a hammer. You see where it was hitting. Then I had another place was hitting over there. So I'm hoping it'll miss it now. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try it and see. Well, I stuck that fitting right in the way right there. That needs to be turned that way. Right top of that stupid bolt there. Dadgummit. Man. Well, I stuck it in there and drove the tractor forward and drove it back just enough to get everything to move around, but I don't see where, I see a scratch right there. I don't know if I scratched that, but I don't see no evidence right there where it was hitting. Plus I bent that down. And there was another spot. You see that spot right there? There's no evidence of that hitting anymore right there. So I think we're good on it. I think we're good. The paint's not come off except for crap. I think I scratched it. See it right there? I think I scratched the paint putting it in there. But I think it's all right now. Let me put it back together now. I'm gonna have to turn this 90 sideways and put another 90 in to go that way. I hate to do all that, but I'm gonna have to because this ain't gonna work out right there. I wonder if I could turn that all the way back this way past the bolt. I'm gonna try that and see if I do it. Well, that's going to have to do it today. That's about as far as I ever get today. I'm not able to hook these lines out. I need I need to make my drive shaft from that point to the pump back here. To the pump. Now I already got my hose made. This hose here going on there. So, I just got to route my rubber hose through there somehow a little better than what I got it. I got to come over top of that frame down there up toward this way rather than straight down that way. It's just thing gonna make that turn. It might, I don't know. I have to pull it up and see. Now that's more like it right there. That'll work. I just put a clamp on the bottom because it's gonna be in the way with this arm on the bottom of this thing here, on the very bottom. It's gonna hit the hose. But for right now, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got to get out of here. I need to cap this somehow. I didn't ever get no oil in that thing the other day, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Well, I better tape it up, just keep the dirt out of it. Well, I went and picked up this coupler at Track Supply. That's pretty expensive. Before I put this on, I chained up my bucket on the front so this won't go down. I'm gonna disable this system here, which is this line right here, that line there, and that one down there. What I got to do is find out, well, I got a little loop that's hooked right back to the steering wheel. I want to get rid of that loop. It comes from the pump and goes to the steering wheel. The way it is now, it comes from the pump, it runs over here and goes into here and then goes back out here. But I want to do away with that. Pull the back out and run me a line up to the top of here and get rid of that. I'm not going to do anything to the back until I get this hooked back up with this will work. Well, it won't be hooked on that. Never mind that part there. But anyway, I got to go in here. This is a mess in here. And I got to figure out which line is which. I don't have my book. I think it goes into the power steering first, which got to find out which one's pressure. Dang, I almost have my book with me, because I don't know which one's which. Anyway, we'll find out something. Well, I got everything plumbed in. Just got to put my clamp on here. Put my clamp here. Put my clamp here. I turned this down, tapered, so it will fit up under there. You're looking at it upside down, but it's all right. That fits up under and misses that round shaft, so that's plenty. And we got our half-inch line run over here. Up on the bottom it ties in with this green line right here. Ties in this green line. And that's return line, which is that one right there. So what we're making now is the drive shaft go from here to here. I'm gonna put a pillar bearing right here in the middle. So that's what we're doing now in the machine room. All right, we got this turned down to a 5/8. This is a 1-inch shaft. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn the other end down. I'm gonna turn the other end down to a 3/4, going about a little over, not quite halfway. I'm gonna turn it 3/4. I bored me a center hole in this shaft, and I'm gonna use this centering tool on the tailstock to put in to hold that thing, keep from vibrating when I take it down to 3/4. That's the plan, so we don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna just keep cutting that. We get it down to 3/4, up to about right here. I mean, as long as it's 3/4 in, I don't care. It could change them a little bit. If the tailstock is not level, it could change on me, but I don't care. As long as I get 3/4, about that much on end is all I care. The rest of it, it can be changed a little bit. Well, that's it right there. Here we go. We got the 3/4 shaft, 1 inch, other end bored to a 5/8. That'll do it right there. Let's go see if it's even gonna work out. But I gotta come back and gotta cut out a keyway in this shaft here for this. So I ain't out of the woods yet. I got it connected, but I had to take the bolts out of this pump, pull this pump back to line it back on there. But that's gonna be a pain in the butt to line them keys back up. But now I gotta make a bracket come off of here. Get a bolt, these 2 bolts that will drop down, go up under this mount to fasten that. So I want that to be in there somewhere like that. And in case that rubber wore out, this end won't be just flop around all over the place. So that'll hold it stabilized. That's my theory. I got to drill a hole through this, put a roll pin in it. And like I said, I got to put a key shaft on this keyway and this, a Woodrow key going here. So we're going to wind it up for the day. Today's Saturday. It's already late, about 6 o'clock. I'm going home. I'll be here early in the morning time. And we'll see you tomorrow. Later. Well, I had to turn this shaft back, this 1-inch shaft. I had to turn it back. It was right there. I turned it all the way back here, but simply because in order to put it in here, I would have had that. And I had to figure out some way to shim this to keep this from this thing start chattering. So I just turned it on back where it fit in there. So now we're going to cut our Woodrow key, our moon key. I think I showed this to y'all before, cutting this groove. But I got this thing on as low as I can get it. And I got this in low gear, so I can't turn it no slower, so I'm just going slowly. Let me lock this table this way. so it doesn't try to push it that way when I go into it, and I'll lock this one. Now, we should just slowly, I'm talking about slowly going, it'll take me a while. I gotta keep going, that number right there in the middle gets 0. I just now felt it to it. Alright, I'm gonna stop it and go ahead and do this. Alright, we got our key in it, so now we're going to not nickel plate it, but cad plate it. Then we're going to yellow chromate it. So cross your finger. Hope it works. Now I can't do that yet because I got to drill my hole through here for my pin to go in. So I got to do that first.